Good evening, team. So I'm covering the bullish engulfing and bearish engulfing patterns today for our educational video. Um, it's pretty simple, guys. Basically, bullish engulfing patterns have to overpower the previous swing lows and swing highs of the candle. So whatever candle comes before prior, it has to be like within it. So the opening and closing has to be within the body of the green candle. So as you can see here, this is the closing of the candle, this is the opening, and the previous swing low of open candle on the red is right here. The swing high is right here. So as long as it's engulfing it, this is basically a bullish engulfing. So where do you look for these candles? I'm sorry, where do you look for these patterns? You look for them in, excuse me, you look for them in demand zones, resistance zones, buy zones, pivot, areas where whatever ticker or company you're playing likes to bounce or reject. So that's where you look for these patterns at. You don't really find these between that price action of the ceiling and the roof. So always try to look for these in key demand and support zones, like on the weekly or the monthly, even on the daily, these things come out. So keep in mind, these things don't always pop out, but they mostly pop out once they hit that resistance or support. Bearish engulfing, same thing, just vice versa. Close of this green candle, opening here. What happened with the red one? Opening is lower than the I'm sorry, is overlapping the recent swing lows, and the closing is overlapping the recent swing highs. So this is a bearish engulfing. Red is bearish engulfing. Same exact thing, just reverse. This is a little bit more detail what I was just explaining. If you need it written down, here, this is perfect detail. So the length of the bullish candle engulfs the previous red candle. That's what we were stating. Close, open. Bullish candle closes above previous open. Bullish candle opens or lower than the previous candle's close. Exactly what I was explaining. This is just more detail. Same thing for bearish. Same thing, more detail. Exactly what I was explaining in the bearish engulfing candle. All right. So here they giving us an example. So I added some things to this chart, like these arrows, the double top. I added that. That wasn't on this chart. So I found this online and I edited it a little bit. So what do we see here, right? So right here is the bearish engulfing. The reason I put double top is because remember what I said on the first picture? You look for these on resistance and support. So this is a clear double top. So what happens? We get a bearish engulfing pattern right at resistance on the double top. So I'm sorry, double top. So we enter on the red candle, or you could have waited until the bearish engulfing actually built and then get in. You would have rolled this candle straight down. So their strategy is you enter around either one or two candles, and your stop loss is basically the highs. That will be your stop loss. So if it goes above this this wick right here, there's probably a wick here, but I put an arrow over it. But if it goes above this wick right here, then that's your stop loss to get out. But as you see, they gave us a perfect example to the downside, so there was no reason to get out. So bearish engulfing came in, the ticker started dropping. We got a strong move to the downside. So after you ride this one candle, they want you to trim, at least take profits and leave runners to see if you could go down more. But they really want your profit target to be right here. A strong support zone. Why they consider this a strong support zone? Because what happened here? We got 3 candles and it did pivot here a little bit. And it pivot here. So that's the second time. So that's why they want you that they pick that as a take profit zone, because they seen that it's reacting around that price target. And plus, it already broke this level up here. This is a strong level on this ticker. It already flushed right through it. So once it broke this level, this is the next level. And then so on. This is the next level. And then this is the next level down here. Right here. So that's how you got to take profits. Once you see it break a level, you got to go to the next level. So it broke this upper level. It rejected right here. Clearly, the support that it had here, it rejected right here, and it kept flushing down. So this is a perfect example they had online to learn how to get in, set a good stop loss if it goes above the wicks of the intraday, and keep taking profits, keep trimming on the way down. Don't get scared, don't add emotions, keep riding the play until you really get stomped out, like I said up here on the highs. Here they do it what I was stating. Look, the stop loss above the, this is an example of most likely intraday highs on the chart. I don't know what ticker it is. Who cares? But anyways, the wick is there, and look, stop loss. Bearish engulfing, crazy bearish engulfing at that. Right? I would wait till it develops. But you could throw a feeler. Once you see it, the bulls, once you see the bears coming in heavy, you could throw a feeler like around here. Because it's already overlapping 3 of the recent green candles. So you do that, you ride it out, see what happens, and then you could obviously enter more where they said entry. So you have 2 options. You could take the risk here for the bearish engulfing once you see it building, or just wait until bearish engulfing is built. Then another 2. Remember, these patterns come in 3s mostly. They usually come in 3 to 2. So you wait for that bearish engulfing to build, and then you could wait. Since I'm on the 15, I could wait another 1 or 2 candles to see if this is valid. And 2 candles came right after that. Weak bulls, another bear, which was strong because it almost match the body of the bulls here, and then you could pull the trigger again because you see it going lower on next level. Basically, this is the next support zone, main support right here, this area right here. Like you guys know that rectangle square I like to draw, I would draw it right here. You get in, you drop, and then you start taking profits once you see a green candle start building. Once you already got some profits in the red candle, whenever you see a green candle forming, that's your key to get out. Don't get out whatever time frame you're comfortable in. Do not get out until you see a candle that's going to shake you out. So if you're on the upside, ride the play until you see a red strong candle trying to, push you away, because chances are it could be a red candle, but it could be a weak bear, and it could be flagged, and it could go right up. So that's why some people get mad and they're like, oh man, I should have stood in the play longer. Like for example, me and Etsy today, I should have definitely stood longer, but I took like, I think I took like 15 to 20%, something like that. Nothing crazy, but it definitely went almost 100% because it went to 101. But those are perfect example. That was a weak bear candle, and I still just took my profits because I didn't want to risk it, because I already knew how we was coming in today after that speech yesterday. So I just didn't want to risk it. And plus, my other ER gambles wasn't working out for me, so I just took Etsy and kept it moving because I had other plays that worked out great for me, like the falsely laser, the spy, and the roadblocks. Those basically made my day. I didn't even have to trade anymore. So that's how you take profits on those levels. You set your levels to um to basically TP and respect your levels. Don't go against your levels. Don't go against your plans because you're gonna regret it. When I always go against my plan, I always regret it. So just respect your levels and go with your technical analysis. You see a bearish engulfing, you can either wait after it's built, then hop in on a red candle. I don't like getting in on green candles if I'm a bear, and I don't like getting in um on red candles if I'm a bull. I like to see. I rather get in on the actual green candle if I'm a bull and actual red candle if I'm a bear. So this one I would have definitely got in on this red candle right here, and for sure if I hesitated a little bit, for sure here I would have definitely pulled the trigger because I already knew the bearish engulfing was already built. So I would have definitely pulled the trigger here, but that's just how I trade. All right, here's another example. We got a bearish engulfing at the top, resistance. So I added a few things to this chart. So this chart has a bearish engulfing and a bullish engulfing. The bearish engulfing is here, obviously, which is the same example they showed us in the last slide, just this portion. And then this is a bullish engulfing because this candle is within this one and it's overlapping it basically. So, and it was a double bottom. 1, 2. This is considered a double bottom. So this is a bullish engulfing double bottom pattern. And I would have definitely pulled the trigger by the time this candle built up here. And rolled it all the way up here until I seen a red candle shake me out building right here. I would have got out. So I would have got in here and got out like here. So double bottom, bullish engulfing here, bearish here, bearish engulfing resistance. Look, guys, this built where? Where did it build at? Oh, this is pivot area where it bounces. If you draw a trend line like this, all you gotta do is draw a trend line like this. And you'll see that this is a support zone where it likes to bounce this trend line. So that's exactly where it reacted. Look, guys, down here, the RSI strategy that I just showed you guys, maybe it's about to be a month in. Look, no bullshit, guys. Double bottom, rip. Double bottom, rip. Head and shoulder over ball zone. Head, shoulder, what happens? Dropping. So this strategy combined with your candles technical analysis, it's a game changer. Like that's how I've been catching SPY more than usual. Like I don't know if you guys noticed, I've been playing SPY more now than I'll say ever because I use the strategy on SPY a lot now. And it's been working. I'll say I'm like 85%, 80 on. I'll probably lose once a week on SPY. I don't lose. I usually hit it. So this strategy works, guys. So I just want you guys to keep this in mind. You know, when you're getting into a play, always look at the RSI to see what's it doing, what kind of pattern it's building, because this snitches before this. Because this right here, you already know it's in the overbought zone. So as soon as it's in the overbought zone, you can start already saying, oh, I could just short it right now because I know we're gonna drop. We might not drop nothing crazy, but we're gonna drop at least back into the like a comfortable zone in the RSI. So you could use this part right here where it's showing support on the RSI as a support zone. So when it drops, when you say, oh, I'm shorting it, when I see RSI getting close to the support, that's where I'm a TP at. You don't have to take it all the way thinking it's gonna drop, keep dropping, but you could definitely play puts without even thinking twice because this is already snitching, is doing a head and shoulder, and it was a lower pivot here. Look, this head and shoulder was a higher pivot. This one was a lower one, and it just went down after that. There was no uptrend. The uptrend was broken basically right there. Okay, guys. I got a couple. I think I got like 2 or 3 left. Let me see. we gotta try to keep trading so simple. And I say this to myself a lot, like, I'm gonna just keep trading simple. Like, if I see something, I'll take it. If I don't, like, there's days I only call 1 or 2 plays because the market ain't giving me nothing. And there's days like today, I call like 4 or 5 plays. So you just gotta keep it simple and let the plays come to you and do not force shit. All right, guys, look, bullish engulfing. If I draw a trend line from here up, this is obviously a support zone. We got bullish engulfing, right? It builds. You go way into the build. Sorry, guys, I was so concerned on my phone. Apologize. So you look at the build, team. You look at the build on the bullish engulfer. So now you're on your toes. Now you're watching the RSI. Remember what I told you guys? So it's still underneath, and it's already oversold. So once you see it making a pivot to the upside, basically do not enter. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Command Z. There we go. All right, so you do not enter this play until you see RSI going to the upside. So you already on your toes as a bull because you're like, I see this bullish engulfing, but wait, it builds already. So now you're waiting. You see a red candle, you don't get in because I tell you, don't get in if you're a bull on a red candle. So you wait patiently while you're watching the RSI. You're seeing the RSI is basically consolidating right here. This is consolidation because it's basically moving like a straight line almost. It's not moving up or down. It's also as well. Price action is consolidating here. Look, 1, 2, 3. Really doesn't go anywhere. So you wait, and here you could definitely start to pull the trigger. Why? Because you see the RSI already pushing to the upside here. So by the time it goes at least peeking his head up already of the recent highs, as soon as you see it peeking his head up, you could say, all right, I'm in. And we already got 3 consecutive green candles. And I told you I play in candles by threes because the patterns usually come in threes. So this tells you I can get in the calls. You get in the calls, boom, boom, you print. Obviously, you know this is resistance zone. Obvious right here. So you print until you get there. You start trimming. And you could leave one because obviously the shit keeps going up. This chart they're showing us keeps going up. But the RSI also showing strength. Look, it's making higher swing lows right here. Boom, right here, double, starts going up. So steady trend to the upside, the RSI was doing. But obviously, you're not gonna know that until these candles start building. But that's why I said you just leave runners after you take your profit here. You could leave a runner to see if SPY is gonna keep going. Obviously, if the RSI is in your favor, because while this is happening, you're looking at this. You understand? Now here is an obvious downtrend. From here to here is a downtrend, but look at the RSI. It's still showing strength. You understand? Now, if this double top was lower, like this was a little lower, then you'll be bearish. But now it didn't. And then right here, this pivot is slightly lower than this one. And it makes a higher one here, obviously. You could see, oh, sorry. You can see it clearly. So RSI snitches way before the candles. From what I'm experiencing, before the candles and the MACD. The MACD, like I told you guys, it just tells you the strength of the bulls and the bears. Like today, SPY was fucking with the market. It was obviously on a slight uptrend. And if you look at the MACD today on the 15, it's straight green all the way on, I think until the end of the day. Then finally, we seen some red bars come in on the MACD. But besides that, it was green. So the market was crazy today. And then I also like you looking at BTC and UVXY. UVXY was down today. So it's a gap. Tomorrow, I don't really know where the market is going to go just because of the job data. Like, I'm going to take whatever the market gives me. Whichever way it goes, I'm catching it. Because UVXY was red, it's SPY. So I'm like, and then we already got 3 to 4. Let me check right now. So now we talking about it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 candles already of on SPY red daily. So market definitely bounce. Okay. All right. So all right, here we got the bullish engulfing. What support? You set your stop loss at the swing high. I mean, sorry, the most recent candle, swing low. Put your stop loss there. You start entering on your build, or you wait. You wait. You don't get in on this one because it's red. Because I told you, if I'm a bull, I'm not going to get in on red. But this one is green. So you can get in on this one and rip it through. Or you throw your feeler here and ride it out. But this is confirmation right here. This will be great confirmation on the rip. And it could go to, just keep going to the upside. So just basically look out for these patterns on main resistance and support. They really work, as you can see today. When I told Ceef on SPY, right here, morning star. It's not a perfect morning star, but this is a morning star. So we could have took the 373 calls right here. Like I'm taking 373 and ride it all the way to, yeah, 373.5, so 60 almost where it wicked up at. But this is perfect morning star, which is the first video I posted. Let me see if I can show you guys bearish or bullish engulfing somewhere. I could find one. I'm pretty sure I could find one. Just give me time. Look, this is considered, yeah, this is considered bearish engulfing. Why? Because it's overlapping the close. Look, it's either on it or above it. Let me see. Let me zoom in. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, by like 2 cents is higher. And look, obviously this is the opening is overlapping the recent opening of this bull candle. So this is a bearish engulfing. Let's see what else. Let's see if we can see something else. Let's see. Another one here, bro. Another one. Boom, boom. Bearish engulfing. Look, you write it down. You just gotta look for these guys. They appeared. You just gotta look for them. Honestly, the one that appears a lot, from my experience, is the morning and evening stars. Them joints, they appear more often than bearish engulfing or bullish engulfing. You see, yeah. I already seen a few mornings, evening stars while I was showing you guys the bulls, the bearish engulfing, bullish engulfing. Like this is a bullish engulfing. See this strong ass candle overlapping this one. Here too. Yep. Oh, let me zoom in for you guys. So this is one right here. Bullish engulfing. This is another bullish engulfing. So they there, guys. You just gotta be ready to react and don't be scared. Hesitation is your worst enemy when it comes to trading. Trading involves confidence, patience, and discipline. Without those, I don't think you're able to trade. But yeah, man, that's the video for bullish engulfing and bearish engulfing. I hope you guys learned something. I'll definitely have this up on the YouTube channel. All right, have a blessed night, everyone.